away.
I pretty much work for Mary Busby.
I don't know about that.
She got booked for this by Mary. Same.
Okay, so we can keep this quick. Lilse,
Yeah.
tell us about what inspires you. I feel like people are lacking inspiration right now. What inspires you?
I think mostly my clients inspire me, which is like the funniest thing, but once you start a project, you really have to dig into that person's taste, and that sort of directs the project. So whenever we get a new client, I'll start a new thread of, inspiration, a new thread of research. And so their house, their family, the clients,
And what happens like when they don't have taste?
Oh, that's really hard. Then we have to project some taste onto them.
Okay. How do you do that without being offensive?
I think we have to take other clues because we'll just get really into whatever else they're into. Like if they have no taste but they're really into boats, that leads us down, one direction.
Okay.
Or if they have no taste but they always go to these certain places in the country, like this is where they vacation, you can sort of take that thread and
So you're like an
follow it.
anthropologist kind of.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, you're like researching based on.
And what do you think makes for great interior design?
Ooh, I think some interest, layers. I think when it looks like it's collected over time and that there's been influences from different time periods and different places, that's what I really love.
And what do you think the mistake is that most people make?
Going too far in one direction, so it looks like a museum or like a catalog.
Ooh, like two put together.
Yeah, like too many things from the same era or too many things from the same place.
Okay.
Like I always say, it's really fun to have, if you want to have like a Moroccan influence, that's really fun, but you don't want your house to look like a souk.
Okay.
So there's
a little
too far.
restraint.
Yeah, there's too far in one direction.
So do you find that you spend most of your time like decluttering or
It
theming people?
It depends. It depends on the project. For some people, yes. And then you go back like a year after you install, and you're like, okay, we gotta declutter now. We gotta declutter now. But it just depends on the person. Some people have no stuff when we get there.
And do you like those people better?
Oh, that's such a good question. No, I like there to be some thread that we're picking up on.
Okay.
That already exists. Like that makes it a little bit easier. If somebody has like heirlooms from their grandmother or something, that's so helpful because it's family context. It's like home context for that person. What does home mean to them, kind of thing.
And how do you make people feel most confident about their design?
Oh,
Because I think sometimes people are not confident about their space.
I feel like I'm really confident once I have the design nailed down.
Okay.
And that helps
Them
make
feel more
people more confident. Yeah. Like once I've really researched it and I really landed on like, this is how all the puzzle pieces fit together, I'm really confident in that. And so I think that makes people confident in it too.
What do you do with like when you feel fat and you're like, oh, this dress doesn't make me feel comfortable. I feel like the same thing happens in a house. You're like, I have that corner.
Yeah, and
or I
there's
have
like
that
a scale
bad
problem.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
how do you dress around that? How do you make people feel
interesting.
confident even when everything isn't perfect?
Oh, I see. Like there's an architectural hiccup or something. I really try to design around those architectural hiccups. So
Okay.
I think we always acknowledge them from the beginning and say like, we know there's a zit here.
Okay.
And so we're gonna like make up around that, and here's how we're gonna address that with the design, with the decorating.
It's purposeful as part of it.
Yeah, or like we know this one room in your house, the scale is wrong compared to the other rooms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna design that space so that we're gonna help your eye shrink it.
Okay.
Like there's certain things that you can do with the decorative arts that I don't think people always realize that can kind of supplement or replace architecture. So we'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how do you treat color? Like we spend a lot of time at Schoolhouse. We think a lot about color.
Yeah.
How do
You guys are really good at color.
we like color?
Yeah. I think everybody's color sense is different. So again, I'm kind of like excavating at the beginning about what is this person's color sense? Like where does their eye naturally land? Like what's the palette for them? So that's really how I think about color. For myself, like in my own house, I really like whatever is like an off color. I like weird colors. So I think
like chartreuse?
yeah, like I love like acid green and like just weird color combinations. I think because we spend so much time looking at sort of what other people think are the right color combinations with fabrics and stuff, that once I get in my own house, I want it to be kind of like weird and off. And I think people are always surprised by that because our design is not like most of what I do for clients is not like that because that's not their palette.
So when people walk into your house, they're like, Jesus, what's like?
No, I don't think so. I just think they're surprised that it's not more like blue and white,
Okay.
and you know, like it's not
I
really.
like that about you.
It's a little like more acidic, a little like I don't know. It's a little off.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it fun. Who do you follow for inspiration?
Ooh.
And where do you get, like, what sort? Do you use the internet? Are you not on the internet? Where are you?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely on the internet. I feel like when I'm looking for inspiration, I have like different people that I look to for different things. So it's hard to say one person that I follow for inspiration. Certainly the magazines to see sort of what's the latest, greatest. But really, I love fashion designers' houses actually, because they have their own taste and their own sort of through line of style, and they're not quite as thought through as like a designer's house. So there's something a little bit kind of
chaotic.
Yeah, there's kind of off. Yeah, I like it for inspiration just because it feels a little bit more authentic to that person. Yeah.
And how do you keep a house feeling authentic?
I think by having some of those things that
The quirky things.
yeah. Like we have some clients who are like prolific needle pointers, and every once in a while I have to be like, okay, we can't have all this needle point, but
Like on the couch?
like
or
a
plain?
million needle points like everywhere. And at first I was like, what are we gonna do with this?
Okay.
One of them is like in her 20s, and at first I was like, what are we gonna do with this?
I know.
And then
That doesn't surprise me.
but then I was like, actually, we're gonna embrace it. Like, we're gonna design around it so that they can layer in these needle points, and you know, every once in a while. they'll feel
Someone
like-
should make like a needlepoint wall. That'd be very cool.
Okay, so people do make needle point chairs, dining chairs, which are really, really beautiful. But I haven't been able to convince them to take on like that big of a project. I'm talking like 1 million pillows, like little pillows. But I think once you embrace it and you say like, this is who they are, like this is. So we have to build around that and figure out like what kind of scheme is going to make that look right in this space and look at home in this space, and then they make it into the photo shoots. Like, you know, I don't know. It's once there's something quirky, it gives it so much more flavor.
Okay,
Yeah.
what questions do people have?
Does anyone have a question?
Probably not. Get back to the shopping.
Yeah, get back to the shopping then.
What do you do if somebody's taste is just 100% different than yours? You just have to embrace it, or?
I think it depends. Like, certainly sometimes you'll walk into an interview for a project and you'll say like, we're just not gonna find each other here. And so like, if there's no commonality, like, let's not put ourselves through this. But I think if somebody, when it's like a good challenge, when somebody has like really masculine taste or something, it turns out to be some of your coolest projects because you're pushing yourself in a new direction. Yeah.
That's cool. What other questions? What else is weird about your house?
You don't think my house is weird?
No, but my house is weird, so I don't.
No, it's
Yeah. I think it's just you end up with so much stuff as a designer, and you end up with so much exposure to so much stuff that your collections are kind of unusual because you've bought sort of like the best version you've seen of every crazy thing you've seen. So you end up with kind of this weird hodgepodge of stuff.
Do you have restraint though? Or are you like, I think that's the best version, but I'm gonna wait? Like, I don't have any
no.
restraints.
No,
I'm
I
like, I'll
have-
have that and then I'll have the better version of that.
I feel like once I see what I think is the best version, I'm like, I'm taking that home. Stephanie knows. I'm like, we're filling the car up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what rooms do you like to do the best?
Living rooms. I love
Like the family living room or the one where you have guests over?
the one where you get over.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I love like fitting in as many seating areas as like I want to plan for your biggest party and fill it up with the seats that you need for your biggest party.
Okay, that's a great tagline.
Yeah.
Do you have a tagline?
No.
You should make one. All right, thank you so much. Any other
Thank
questions?
you. This is so fun, guys.
Mary, is that good?
Yeah, thank you.